It's called 101 Swords, and what it's about having to be armed, so to speak, all times, always ready. It's almost like 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 there's a show, um, Shogun, right? Feudal Japan. Okay, so everybody walks around with a sword, and at any time it can pop off and swords are drawn. And that's what this poem is kind of playing with. It's like when you're an African American in America, at any moment swords can be drawn. And the worst part is, it's more likely if you have a sword on you that your sword will be drawn on you. So like you have to be in this place where everybody else is a sword. Not everybody, but where others can have swords and you can't. All right, 101 swords. When the ops is eyeing me, I'm moving like a lion bee, silently. If it's an antelope, violently. Work hard like I don't know what talent be. Where I be, brothers just roar, there ain't no growling. We just a pin like this Shaolin. The beatings continue till you find Zen. When they give 100, give 1,000. These ain't punchlines, it's kung fu. I'm Van Damme, Bruce, and Jackie mixed with the monk who taught Sun Tzu. That's where the life of trauma wins you. When a limb is cancerous, it's a cut like Ginsu, Excalibur, Sword of Omens, Masamune, with the scabbard, with the runes. My family's toxic and I'm Mr. Manhattan on the move. Cooking up dreamscapes, never save them. End of mode, no capes, but I got a full vape. Hit it twice, my soul escapes, then it's found on a page or microphone. Channeling through my pen, my words hit your spine like a xylophone. Gun in my head, I couldn't spell xylophone, but I can spell GRINDMONEY on my mind over matter. Mirror, mirror on the wall, took my gaze and shattered, because my likeness is paradoxes and antimatter. Irony and the shit that goes bump in the night. Me and my demons are tight, like the grip of a shark bite. Getting chewed, but in this story, the apple gave God a bite. If all I see is tunnel, then I am the light. Born from darkness that says I can't cast a shadow right, even though my shadow like a ninja in the shadow fight. How else could I be so fucking bright? How could doing something so wrong feel so fucking right? But it's a loss. Karma isn't automatic. Someone has to pull the string, not into the thing. Growing up is the accumulation of leftover pain fibers clumsily woven into armor. For the enlightened warrior who puts down the sword, put your rage away. Lick it and seal like an envelope. Hope is dope. They ain't lynching brothers, but they sell a rope. The sword in my hand feels like a homie's handshake. Forgiveness isn't noble. It's a passage through a giant blinking neon sign. Dream big or don't live. The weed jar like a koi pond. Blunt bridge, we burned those. Other people's lessons, we learned those. The next question I ask my parents is where did the urn go? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. To the fire, to burn is to exist, and existing is just. So give it the tree. Shine and be free. All right. Ooh.
You know what? Your reading is a lot like rap. And I'm definitely, I hate to say it, but I'm not a rap fan at all.
Fair enough.
It's harder for me to comprehend it when it's fast, fast, fast like that, because it's like I'm losing it. And I'm not saying read it slower right now. Can you read it slower if you slowed it down
Yeah.
and put a little more emphasis on certain things, I guess, certain endings to give our brain enough time to pick it up?
Okay. Right. Okay. Because the punchlines are rapid fire. I don't have to be Busta Rhymes. I can slow
Yeah.
it down a little bit.
I think you can mix it in. Like you could have a slower pace, and then like the parts that need to be speed those, and then slow. Play with like different speeds you're reading.
Got it.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna request that to share and see if I could read a passage just to
Sure.
see if it feel any different. Request control if it
Okay.
feel any different.
Because the next one is read way slower.
Okay.
This one is more of like a. So to me, I wanted to feel like combat almost.
But I wanted to jump in real quickly and say
Yeah.
I really like the delivery,
Yeah.
actually. So I thought it really brought out the best qualities of the poem. And the rhymes are rhymes are a lot easier. The rhyming scheme is a lot more engaging that way too. than I think if it were read slower. Because I've read your poems out loud, and maybe I'm not reading the same way you're reading them, and the rhyming scheme kind of falls to the background. But this time when you're reading it, I thought it was very clear.
Rhymes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought it was great.